everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm really sorry about the lighting in this video. It's a very gloomy day today and this is like shining on my face and my face looks oily. It's moisturized, it's not oily at all. It's a bit weird. Today I'm doing a video that I didn't know I was going to do until like the other day. I went to see Panic at the Disco on Friday the 29th of March and I was meant to film me prepping and getting ready the day before and the day of, and I just couldn't. I don't like vlogging unless I'm the only person in the house, and my mum sadly had to go to hospital on I think it was Wednesday or Thursday, and I think it was Thursday, and she had to stay at home, she had to rest and all that stuff, so she was at home with me. And also I had my brother's girlfriend here as well, and I was gonna film the whole getting ready process, but that's what I'm gonna do for you guys now, except now I'm gonna tell you guys about my experience and about everything. It's not a tutorial because I think I've done this eyeshadow look before, maybe, but I can't remember. But it's going to be a really long video because I'm going to talk a lot and I'm not going to edit out that much either. So, and it took me about almost an hour to get ready on the day because I was taking my sweet ass time. So I've got my makeup in this bag and the majority of it in this bag. We're just going to get ready together. If I reach behind me, I'm sorry, all my stuff is behind me. But let's start off with taking my glasses off, setting them down, and putting my headband on, which is what I normally do before I start filming, but I just wanted to film a little intro. I think there was something I was going to say. Oh, I'm not wearing my Panic shirt that I bought actually at the concert. I'm wearing my Green Day shirt instead. My mum's currently washing my Panic shirt and my Panic sweatshirt that I bought, so I don't have those, but you know, I wasn't gonna let that stop me. This is one of the only days I have free this week to film, but I'm just gonna get out all of my makeup that I actually used and all of my brushes and things like that while I talk to you guys. So yeah, normally my makeup takes me about 20 to 30 minutes depending on what eyeshadow look I'm doing. Wow, I can't do this. Get out! But I don't know why it took me so long on Friday. It's now Tuesday, by the way, so if I'm referring it to as Friday, that's because it was Friday the 29th. I'm filming this on April the 2nd. But I wanted to make sure that my makeup looked good. I started doing my makeup quite a few hours before I had to leave. My mum's friend was picking us up because she was taking her daughter as well. And just putting everything I don't need in another bag. She was taking us in the car instead of us getting the train into London. So we had to wait for her to get home, and she was at work that day. So we were just waiting it out really. I think we left at 5, but I was told to get ready by 4 just in case. So I started my makeup around about 2:45, I think. Oh no, I think I got told to get my makeup ready, get ready for 4:30. But I started like straightening my hair and stuff quite early on in the day. Well, I had a bath, washed my hair and stuff the day of. I was just looking for everything. I was like, excuse me, where is everything? I'm gonna be using my Soap palette as a mirror. I didn't actually use this as my proper palette, but I just used it as my mirror because it's massive. So yeah, I straightened my hair at about 2:30, and I started my makeup just before 3, I think. Yeah. By the way, on the day I sprayed my face beforehand with Urban Decay All Nighter, but because I don't want that to run out, I have this just Makeup Revolution one. So I'm just gonna spray this. And I put primer and stuff on top of it. I actually really like this. I think they've changed the packaging. It's like rose gold now instead of black. I didn't realise that until I picked it up, but hey ho. I think I'm just gonna put everything in the bag on the floor instead of having to reach behind me, but my bed's a mess right now. I'm then just gonna take this Revolution Star Primer and use this on like the outer portions of my face. Um, but yeah, I started my makeup quite early and did my hair and stuff. I washed my hair on the day and like dried it and all that shit. I did several face masks and it was great. I did a L'Oreal one and then I also did like a sheet mask and I don't know what to say. I don't know where to start. But yeah, we were in the car for about an hour and a half because there was loads of traffic because it was around 5 p.m. and that's when all the traffic is in the UK because everyone's coming home from work. And I'm just going to take this Essence Mattifying Pore Minimizing Primer. This was really cheap and I actually really like it, but I'm going to put this where my pores and my oils come through. I will just say I'm not sure what it was on the day that caused me to break out, but I started like getting quite a few spots and stuff. I think it was because I had my makeup on. I had like so many layers of makeup. Like I had like setting spray and then primers, two primers, and then a thick ass like full coverage foundation, and then I had like 2 layers of powder on top, and then another layer of setting spray, and then later on in the day another layer. So I had so many layers. I think my skin was like, what are you doing? You don't wear this much makeup on an everyday basis. Can you please go back to what you were wearing before? But yeah, I'm just I'm just taking out a makeup wipe because I keep these. These are just random pack. They're really bad for taking makeup off, but using while you're doing your makeup, absolutely fine. I will just say, if you can see my lips in this video properly, they are very dry, and nothing I do seems to help. Like they're really really dry around like the outer edge, and I don't know why. I've used lip scrub. I've used it like twice, and then lots of lip balm, and it just doesn't help at all. And it's just sort of. By the way, I'm not gonna put everything I wore on a day on my face. I'm gonna maybe switch out a few products because maybe I've run out of that product or whatever, or like the setting spray. I just don't want to use it because that one's expensive and this one's cheaper. I then took, where is it? I then used my Urban Decay All Nighter foundation mixed with, I used like 1.5 pumps of this just on the back of like a, this is just a powder that I don't like that I just had on my hand. And I put like, how many drops? I think I put like 10 drops of lightener in. This is just the Revolution Pro lightening drops. I'm just going to start to do that now. Yeah, we were in the car for a while. My mum's friend's daughter, I did not know. I did never met her before we went. But she was really nice and stuff. And we didn't actually really talk that much, to be honest, because we were in the car. She was in the seat in front of me, and I was in the seat behind her. I haven't put that many drops in at the moment. I'm just mixing my foundation. This foundation oxidizes and it's too dark for me anyway, so I have to mix quite a bit lighter in it, but it doesn't really matter. I don't really care. Most foundations are too dark for me. I don't wear this one every day, so it doesn't really matter. When we got to the event, we went straight to merch. The doors opened at 6:30, and I think we got there almost at 7. And we were at the merch station for like half an hour waiting in line. But then I got my merch, and I got a Pray for the Wicked, Praying for the Faithless shirt, and I got the tour / just cosmic looking sweatshirt. I think I need a bit more like that. I didn't put enough. There we go. That'll do, Harry. That'll do. And then I also got the Brendan, the Bebo, like little plushie thing. And then I got a poster and a lanyard, so that was good. I was gonna get more, but then I was like, you know what? No thanks. Um, I would have done. I We then went like and queued to have bags searched, and then we went up. Well, my mum's friend and her daughter got separated from us because she was in the like disabled area because she has a wheelchair because she gets tired really easily. So that was that. I look crazy. What's new on this channel? Hey, um, so they were in a different section to us. We were in the sky. We were in we. If you've ever been to O2 London and you've been on level 4, that shit's high. But I think we got food on like. Well, we went up the lift or elevator, whatever the fuck you call it, like the escalator. That's what it's called. And we went and got like food because it was like 8 p.m. by this point. And Panic didn't actually start until like 9. I don't think. I don't remember. But waiting for them to come on was so exciting to me. I'm just gonna take my Zero Techniques sponge and bounce it in. I don't know why. Probably because it's my first concert. I was so excited, but I didn't get excited until like actually I was there. But when Brendan, like when if you've been to the Pray for the Wicked tour, or if you just know the set list, you know that Fuck a Silver Lining is first. And Fuck a Silver Lining, it's just like dun 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 dun, and then like the light comes on, and then Brendan pops out from the under the stage, and then it starts, and all the lights come on, like all the stage lights. Boy, I the first like few minutes of him singing and like the first like high note, I was like, I'm deceased, I'm gone, like bye. I don't exist now. Um, it was just incredible. My lips look disgusting right now. That's great. Um, but oh, it was so good, and my mum even started singing. I was like, how do you know the words to these? I don't think you've ever heard Panic much. And I know I went with my mum, but it was my first concert, and I at the time didn't have anyone that liked Panic enough to go with me, so I invited her instead. Foundation is so full coverage. Like, look at the difference in like that little spot. Um, I love this foundation, but I hate it at the same time. Oh god. I think it's all blended. I blended it right onto my eyelids. Um, oh, it was so good, and we didn't see the sporting acts, but I think it was Mo and Arizona, or whoever they. I don't even remember their names. But we didn't see them because we were eating, and then my mum had to eat, and then we actually got into our seats while Panic was waiting to come on. But we were quite up high. My mum did warn me that level 4 was really high, and I was like, I don't care. Also, I think I need to like switch over to my other concealer of this Revolution concealer. Oh, I forgot to say it was a Revolution concealer, Define Concealer in C1. I need to get. I have a new one. It's in my drawer. I haven't started using it yet. This concealer is slightly too dark for me when I've got this foundation this light, but I maybe like made this foundation a bit too pale, and I am pale. Maybe I don't need as many drops as I thought. But yeah, it was a really good night, and I'm still recovering from it because I'm still tired. How? I have no idea. I'm just still very much exhausted. We came back at like 1:30 in the morning. Well, I slept at 1:30 in the morning. I think that was when I fell asleep roughly. And by the way, I'm using the Collection Primed and Ready Invisible Setting Powder. I'm just going to set my eyes and my whole face with it. But yeah, I normally fall asleep at like 11:30, like earlier than that quite a lot. And it was like I was falling asleep in the car on the way home. It was like late for me. I've never like stayed up that late before. Well, not in a while anyway. It was just I then like slept most of Saturday, and then I had to go to work on Sunday, so I had to wake up early and go to sleep later. And then yesterday was Monday, and I still slept. I was meant to get up early today and like do all my shit, but I just didn't. It was really good, and I didn't get many photos. I got photos of my makeup before I went, and then I got photos. I got like photos of the countdown before Panic came on, and then I got like a video of when they actually like came on, like the fucking silver lining bit, and then I didn't really film much. And I was gonna take a picture of the girls, boys like rainbow across the sky, but my phone flashlight had the heart behind it, so it would have looked weird. And I just, by the way, no matter how much of this powder you put on your skin, it won't look cakey, which is great. I just now look really set, which is good. But I didn't stop there, kiddos. Oh no. I then took my, oh, where did it go? Where's my sponge? Oh, there it is. I put like everything all over my crotch. I then took the Rimmel Wax Perfection Powder, which I don't have much of left at all. It's hardly anything. I then took quite a bit of this. There's a lot there. I then took my Real Techniques sponge. I do not trust myself with this powder, but hey ho. I then just pressed it into my skin, but mainly in the places I got oily. So my chin is normally a big culprit for me. My forehead is another very big culprit. By the way, doing this, I tried doing this like technique. Oh, I also got my nose. I tried doing this technique a few weeks before Panic. Over wet skin. Dude, if you struggle with baking or whatever, don't do it on wet skin. Like, set your face first, and then do it. I think I then like went under my eyes and the side of my nose a little bit to try and. I think I tried to bake my eyelids, but it didn't really work. I had to like take off my eye makeup and redo it. And then I just did it. Wow, I love that for myself. That. Whew, my skin. I would do this every day if I had time to like properly do this. I think I just got loads of powder in my left eyeball, and that's fun. We look very matte right now, and my left eye does not like me. This is where I put more Urban Decay setting spray on. Oh, where did I put it? Oh no, I think I put it away. How stupid of me knowing I needed it again. I then put another layer. Actually, I put a layer of this on next, which is just the Revolution spray. Just to bring some life back to my skin, because I'm flat, and this is where I took my anything off of any foundation left anywhere that wasn't my face. My finger, my back of that, my lips, and things like that, and then I put a lip balm on. I actually use this Carmex one. I use this all the time, but I only use it when I do my makeup, so I'm just gonna do this. No amount of lip balm will save my lips now, honestly. Like, it's so dry, I don't like it at all, but hey ho. this was where in my makeup that I thought, hey, and actually on the day my skin looked horrendous, right after I powdered it like this. And my eyelids were just like all creasy and all this shit, and it was just weird, and I didn't understand anything. But we persisted. This was actually the first day that I used this brow pencil. I ran out of my Revolution pencil, and yeah, I can't find a replacement for it. But this is the MUA Brow Define Micro Precision Brow Pencil in the shade, I think it was dark brown. I don't know, I took the lid off and I can't find the lid. So I'm gonna guess it was dark brown. And then I used the Barry M Take a Brow Shape and Define Brow Gel. I I spent a full like 5 minutes on each brow when I went to Panic, but oh my god, they turned out incredible. I just took my time. I took my sweet ass time with my eyebrows, and they actually turned out okay for once in my life. And you know, they were good brows. I don't even like know what else to say here. Oh, Brendan did that thing where him and Dan did like a drum off, which was really cool, and I wasn't expecting that, and I don't remember that being anywhere, but it was in the middle of Miss Jackson, I think. I think that was Miss Jackson. Do you know what's really strange though? I don't remember much of what actually happened that night. Is that really weird? Like, I don't remember it. I think I was just so tired. But I was listening the next day on Saturday, I listened to the songs that were in the set list, and I just thought, oh my god, these brows are not as good as my brows on Friday. Oh, okay, they're a bit messed up. I was listening to all the songs on the set list on Friday, on Saturday when I was like at home, and I just remembered all of the stuff live, and it was so cool. And just, you know, when Brendan does that thing where in Don't Threaten Me with a Good Time, where he goes, I'm a scholar and a gentleman, and I usually don't fall when I try to stand. I lost a bet to a guy in a chiffon skirt, but I make these high heels work. That bit where he does that really cool like little thing. My mum smiled so much. It was so funny. She was like, "Oh, he looks so happy." And just whenever he smiled, when on the big screens, that's how we knew he was like smiling and all that stuff. But she was just like, "Oh, he's so cute when he smiles." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. That's why I like him." Okay, I'm gonna give up on my brows, on the penciling of the brows, and just use this. This, I ran out of my Maybelline brow gel, and I thought I'm gonna try this one instead. It's got the smallest little brush. This is the Barry M Take a Brow, like I said before, but you have to wipe off the spoolie, otherwise build up happens and your brows will be disgusting looking, and it's just not a look. But I just put this through my brows. Like I do any other brow product. You know what? I actually haven't done my makeup properly since Friday. And normally on like Saturdays, I take the time to like paint my face properly. But like on Saturday, I just did like natural makeup. I didn't even wear like brow. I wore brow gel and that was it on my brows. Oh. I didn't wear any. I don't think I wore any like eyeshadow. I wore mascara, but that was it on my eyes. And that wasn't even like that heavy. But like on Friday, I properly like contoured and like baked-ish. My nose looks very light on camera. Oh, my face just feels so dry. But you know what? It did last. When I got home, we got home about just after 1, I think, 1 a.m. And I remember looking at my makeup and thinking, wow, it actually still looks good. I wore it for 9 hours, roughly. My makeup still looked matte. Do you know how hard that is to find a good like product? A good thing. I'm not sure if that was the primer, the setting spray before, or the baking my face. I think it was the baking my face. What am I looking for? Ah, brushes. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for my blushes. Blushy blush. Yes. There we go. So I used a mixture of this like domed fluffy brush, this other fluffy brush, this fluffy brush, and a flat brush. And I use this palette. This is so beaten. I love this. There's a massive crack in it, so I put duct tape on it. Actually, I think it's gaffer tape. This is the Revolution Reloaded Iconic Fever palette. This is the Naked Heat dupe. I mainly used this shade to like, was it this shade? This shade to like set my lids. And then I used this shade in my crease, then this shade in my crease, and then that shade in my lid, and then I blended it out with that one. If that helps. I was going to use a shimmer. Ow. I was going to use a shimmery eyeshadow, but then I was like, nah. That won't really work. So I first set my lid with this like brush, and I just... This, I think it was my left lid that was not staying. You know, like when you put concealer on it, then you powder it and it sometimes creases? That just happens to me. I should have baked my lids because then they would not have slid off. Then I'm still going to take that brush and then that first shade that I said about. This is not a tutorial. I then just like buffed it all over the place. What was I going to say? Yeah. My lids just would not stay. And I don't think my eyeshadow stayed very long at all, but maybe if I used this method instead, it would have worked. But I have no idea. The rest of my makeup stayed, except my lipstick, because lipstick always goes first on me, which I'm not really surprised at. I'm then just taking that little bit of darker shade. Still the brown family though, because browns, and I didn't want to go out my comfort zone and do colour. I didn't see many people wearing like full glam like I did. Well, I didn't wear full glam because I didn't have eyelashes. But I didn't see many other people with like makeup as intense as mine. I proper like packed on powder. And like proper like packed on highlighter and all that stuff. And I think I was one of the only people that was wearing like full on makeup, but I didn't see many people, to be honest. Oh, what am I doing in my life? I put that darker brown shade on my outer corner first just to place it. And then sort of like blended that into my crease as well. Before then putting it on my lid and going, fuck it. The main thing is my brows looked good, my face looked okay. And it lasted. I got sweaty and I normally get really oily by about 7 hours. But again, like I said, I'm not sure if it was the foundation, the setting spray, the amount of powder, or the primers. I think it was all of it. But at least I know now that stuff works. Next time I'll try just using the powder technique and not the setting spray in particular. Well, I used this different setting spray today, didn't I? So that'll be that. If I'm like hunching a bit backwards, I'm really sorry. That's just how I'm comfortable doing eyeshadow. I'm looking at the time on my my phone as I'm recording, and actually we're pretty on time. I mean, I took like 10 minutes to do my base just to make sure it was all laid down. And I had like pardon me, I recommend this. Don't eat like massive meals before a concert, which is what I didn't do. I saw those people saying don't do it, don't do it. So I had like my lunch early. I had a lighter breakfast. I didn't really have much for lunch actually. But then I had like a snack in between doing makeup. I got to like this point of my eyes and then went downstairs and got a snack. So, I mean, I'm just blending out that darker shade that I put on my lid. My eyeshadow wasn't anything like revolutionary. I didn't really put like shimmer on my lid. I tried to go for like grungy looking like this. I'm just gonna leave it because I'm gonna mess it up if I try anymore. Knowing me. Gonna put that way. I love this palette, but I wish it had a mirror. I'll put that down there. And I have like, if you could see the amount of powder I have on my legs right now, it's a bit ridiculous. But then, oh my god, this was probably, I'm so glad my lashes turned out so good on the day. I spent ages putting mascara on as well to try not to get it everywhere. But this is the Collection Lash Surge in Waterproof. I'm not sure where that cut out, but my phone got to about half an hour of recording and then turned off, probably thinking, oh wow, she's probably not there anymore. But yeah, I was gonna wear my Benefit Bag Out Bang mascara, but normally that gets everywhere and it gets really clumpy and it's not waterproof, and knowing me, I was gonna either cry or my eyes were gonna start watering. They started watering, so I thought I need to get a waterproof mascara. And I remember that I actually kind of liked the Lash Surge mascara, but then I used it up and I got a different one instead, and I hadn't been back to it since. It's a fiver, and it's my new favourite mascara, even more than my Benefit Bag Girl Bang. I mean, I'll still wear that one because I have it and I bought it and it's like expensive, but I wore this one instead. My lashes aren't turning out that great today, actually. Some days I'm okay with the gap in my lashes, and some days I get really frustrated by it and just give up. I bought castor oil. It's just I'm waiting for it to arrive from Amazon. To try and help my lashes grow. If you want, I can do a video on it if it actually works. But I literally just want this gap to grow first in my lashes, and then if I want the rest of my lashes to grow longer, I'll use them all over. But I don't know if it works. I tried coconut oil because someone told me to do coconut oil, and I was like, okay, I can buy that easily. But castor oil, I couldn't find anywhere. They didn't have it in store. The only place they had it was Holland and Barrett. And if you live in the UK, you know how expensive Holland and Barrett is. Even when they have student discount, like, oh my god, it was like tenner for a 100ml bottle of castor oil. Whereas on Amazon, the one I bought was £3 for 200ml, and it didn't have any P&P or any delivery charge. So it was just £3. And it was like really quick to deliver. I ordered it on Saturday, it's coming on Friday, so it got dispatched yesterday. Where am I going with this? The next thing I used, I bought this. I also bought that mascara. What else did I buy? Oh, I bought this, the mascara, and the brow gel all at the same time, and I actually love everything. This is the Revlon Photo Ready Insta Sculpt palette. It's got a highlight, a blush, a contour, and a bronzer. The highlight is really nice. It's subtle, but it's good. I'm not a huge fan of the blush. It's not my sort of the shade. But this contour shade is what I used. And sometimes this bronzer's okay. I mean, I don't use it. I have my Too Faced one. I mainly use the contour shade and the highlight shade. But on the day I contoured my face, when I'm doing like glam looks, which is not ever really, I like to go all out with like contour and like baking and like setting spray before the foundation and like a million layers after. I don't know why, I just do, and I just take my time. Done. And that's the most you're going to see of that palette today. I'll use it in another video maybe. Probably if I update my makeup routine or whatever, because I just use it every day now. I mean, I use the highlighter shade a lot. I love that highlighter shade. Next, I'm going to use my bronzer. I almost was going to go straight to blush. Just the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I love this thing. Still smells amazing. And swipe my brush. Dust it off. Bronze. You've seen me use this powder before. Oh my god, look at this. What is this? Can someone please tell me why I've got this like baby hair here? And it just like, it looks like it's supposed to be a full hair, but then it stops. And I don't know what I've done, and I don't know why I have it. I've had it for like a few months, I think. I've noticed it in the last month. But why is, if it's a baby hair, it's growing at a really slow rate. And it's like really thick. It's a really thick hair. So I don't, like, it's a thick strand of hair. It's not like it's just like a few hairs like I've got on this side. It's like a full-on like hair that just looks like it's been chopped off, but I've not chopped it off. My face looks really light. Like I said, I'm really sorry about the lighting in this video. really shitty lighting. I'm then just going to take a brush and my Milani Luminoso blush because I love this blush and this blush is my favourite blush. Like, this blush is just a nice blush. We're almost at the end of my makeup for the night. Just got highlighter, lipstick and another layer of setting spray to go. So, just trying to find my blushes. I use the Doll Beauty. Oh, I'm like losing all my lip products. I use the Doll Beauty Like a Diamond highlighter. When do I not use it? I actually really like this. I've started using the highlighter in my contour kit though. But this is a pretty highlighter too. It shows up more intense on that side because of the light. I've been more into the subtle highlighters recently, so I don't go too heavy-handed with my highlighter. The same with like my eyebrows. I've tried to make them a little bit more natural looking, which is why I skipped out using pomades and I've started using a pencil instead. And some days I just use brow gel because I just prefer it that way. So yeah, I do like this highlighter. It's a nice formula, it's a nice shade. It's like golden and that's what I like. I don't like all these like, you know like how pale people have really light skin and usually white highlighters don't really work. Well, like, they're the only things that work. Yeah, they look disgusting on my skin tone. This highlighter looks nice. So on the night, I used my Maybelline. Oh, I need to take my lip balm off. But I didn't use my Jeffree Star liquid lipstick. I was gonna use Celebrity Skin. Then I was like, nah, I'm gonna use my everyday colour. I practically wore my everyday makeup, just like made it a bit more glam like. You know, like adding contour and adding more eyeshadow and extra setting spray and extra powder and stuff. And, you know, using my Urban Decay All Nighter foundation. But I use on an everyday basis the Maybelline Colour Sensational lip liner in, what is your shade? Oh my god, what is actually your shade? Wow. Nude Whisper. And then every day I use the Nude Embrace lipstick. And then I haven't been using this for the last few months just because it's been windy in the UK. But this is the I Heart Revolution Salted Caramel Lip Gloss. For my sake of my dry lips today, I'm going to use my lip liner, then the lipstick, and then a bit of lip gloss just because otherwise my lips will be really, really dry. I actually think that this lip liner is the thing that's making my lips so dry. Because normally it's only where I apply the lip liner. I'm not very good at applying lip liner. But this is a really nice lip liner for the Nude Embrace lipstick, which is what I wanted. I wanted a lip liner that matched the lipstick. Or that was a little bit darker. Wow, I applied that so messy. That was just so that this is my everyday lipstick colour, so I wanted like a lip liner to match. I watch people on YouTube who put lip liner on then their lipstick, so I was like, you know what, I want that. My lips look disgusting because they're so dry. I'm then just gonna like kiss it on the back of my hand to like take off some of the, make it like a little bit more matte, and then put a lip gloss on. Like that, just so that it doesn't like go all weird when I put the lip gloss on. I'm not gonna go full on like applying it, I'm just gonna dab it on. Just to make it shine, you know? And then I just take off any of the excess swatches. This is where I went in with the Urban Decay All Nighter again. I'm just going to use the Revolution setting spray. Sorry, I didn't really say anything. But I covered my eyes. to get some on my nose. And then that is the finished look, my friends. I'm now very wet on the top half of my body. This was my look for Panic, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you stuck around it for 40 minutes, thank you. If not, it's fine, you already left, you don't have to hear this part. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So bye.